Hello, it's me again, Rene from ZSK, and this time I would like to show you how to exchange springs from your needle bar. Sometimes we do have to have harder springs for thicker material like thick leather, or you want to go on boots or shoes. And yeah, there are actually two ways, and I would like to show you this how to do. First, what we have to make or to put off is basically again the cover here. We do have, as you know already, 6 screws here which we have to remove. Before we do this, of course, we have to get off the thread here completely. I have in my case only 4 here. That makes it a bit easier. Anyway, we twist it and bring it then up and just put it anywhere in where it is safe. If this is done, we open now the screws. Just make sure that you don't lose one. So now you see I have removed my cover and I see already the needle package, but to get to the springs we have to remove also here this plastic, we call it needle bar gauge, and therefore we need again a screwdriver, and there are 2 screws here on top which we have to remove. Please do so. This is quite quickly, it's not a big deal. So here we are. This is the gauge. Put it on the side. And just in case sometimes it falls down, this is here the little metal plate here. I just bring it also in a secure place. Otherwise it falls down for sure. Alright, now we can see the springs quite well. And in this case I use now our pliers. And you see there they are. These are the standard springs here inside, and if you want to get rid of them or one of them, you just take it with the pliers, hold it and pull. Of course this one is now damaged completely. You can throw it away, you can put it in the garbage, no need anymore. This is now our new one, the harder one, and to get it in, simply I do it first with the fingers to get it into the bar here. And you rotate very simply with your fingers. I try to show you like this. I just rotate it in and you can see slowly how it moves inside. So you see this is not a big deal. The last part here is again a little bit tricky. Most probably you need a pliers, but please be careful that you don't damage the spring. So I twisted now my spring around the needle bar, and I told you the last part is a little bit tricky, but finally you're pretty sure you can get it. Some people are not comfortable with this way. There's another way actually. You can remove the whole needle bar very easily too. You have to open basically this little screw here, but if you open that screw you have to be careful. In this case, when I remove the needle bar, the needle depth is maybe then not right anymore. So if you have no possibility to get it aligned here on top, don't do it this way, please. Anyway, I would like to show you, because I have also some help tools and made them by myself, that you see then what to do. I will now open one of these needle bars. If we take here number 2, I open it now quickly. So it's no need to remove the screw, just open it please, this is enough, and you will see it already moves. So, right, and unfortunately I have also to get off the needle. Just be sure that you don't lose the washer and the rubber ring, this is quite important. And now you see I can go further down, and if you still cannot reach it, no worries, there's another way. You can also remove then the pressure foot, just in case that you can go up like this. You see, and then I can remove the pressure foot. There is then the filled ring. We do have again the spring, which I can remove now. And be careful, there's also a plastic cap this one here, try to show you. This one, please don't lose it. We need this also. And now I will take a new spring and bring it back. It's basically quite easy. Bring it back like this. Then you need the plastic cap. This must be done also on the needle bar. It's holding actually the spring back like this, you see. And now it's also a little bit tricky. You have to be careful. The pressure foot, what we have here, has to be here inside, of course. This is clear. But in this case, we need also our filtering. And the filtering is not in front of the pressure foot, it comes after. That means we do first the pressure foot up like this, you see. The ring is already in the filtering, and I move down now with my finger the needle bar. So make sure that I get through also to this hole where the pressure foot is, and here we are. So as I said, and now you see already the problem, you have to be careful that this one is definitely equal. If not, you have a big problem with the machine. You cannot sew very well, right? But I will show you then a tricky way how to get them aligned. Basically, I have to bring back now my washer and my rubber ring as well as the needle holder. And in this case, also make sure that the hole for the needle holder is already slightly to the left side, like I did. And then we have to bring them back. All right, and now I brought back the needle holder with the rubber ring as well as the washer. And you see, this is the tools what I found by myself anywhere. You can, you know, maybe you have to too. This is simply a metal bar. Doesn't matter how big it is. What I did also is here, I have two razors. I glue them together, right? Underneath I have here a plate just to make sure it is stable. And what I do now is I bring this here up like that. And the rubber here, what I have, or the razors, are just to push actually the needle bars down. And I do it now. Bring this in. Like that. So I put on my bar here, as you see, and the two razors just to put the pressure on the needle bars. And what you need now is the Allen key. It's actually a number 3 mm. And we open now the screw here. Perhaps it's still open. And what you need to do, and this is also a bit tricky, please be careful. First, you bring the bar from the bottom up until you reach my metal bar here, right? But this is not enough. If the Allen key is then in your screw, you have to go down, you have to press down the Allen key, and you hear then a click, right? Bring it down, push the bar up and tighten it, and then you're right. But even you have to be careful, and this happens quite often. You see now here, my needle holder is in a totally wrong position. So I have to do it again. Okay, we open it, bring the needle holder to the right position, up, pressing up, put the Allen key in, press the Allen key down, and in the same time you push up the needle bar. It's not a big problem. It's just a little bit what it goes down, and then you tighten it. And you have to tighten it when you press down the screw with the Allen key. So if you're not sure if this is correct, you can simply check it. The pressure feet here, the pressure feet have to be in the same height. They must be equal. If you see this is lower, then there's something wrong. You have to repeat it, please. All right, after that, everything is fixed. We can remove my special tools. And we need now our needle bar gauge. We bring it on. Make sure that the needle bars, actually the screws are in the gap. This is very, very important. Check them, even double. This is necessary, otherwise you have a big problem. Then we take our screwdriver and the screws here, which we need, and bring them back. And as I said, I will double check now if the screws are really in the gap of the gauge. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. That's good. And after that, we can bring back the cover with the 6 screws, and you have to thread the head. And that's it. I hope I could help you. See you in the next video.